Hi, it's Penny Kittle from North Conway, New Hampshire. I'm a teacher and the president of the Book Love Foundation. This is one of our notebooks. Every summer, we print notebooks, we make bracelets, we create bags, we create swag to go with our summer book club for teachers. This is our primary fundraiser of the year. And we know this is going to be a tough year for fundraising, but we hope you'll join us in thinking about teaching and learning together so that we can fund classroom libraries. 100% of what you donate to the Book Love Foundation goes into the hands of teachers in grants so that they can make a book flood happen in their classroom. So this summer, before I tell you about the books we're reading, I just want to throw out my goodwill and my thanks to all of the teachers who have been separated from their students this winter, spring, and have worked so hard to connect with them and to create communities online for the kids that are stuck at home. I have such admiration for the hard work you're all doing. This summer, if you join our book club, we're going to begin the summer by talking about Cultivating Genius. Now, this book, Dr. Goldie Muhammad's book, is a book that spans grade levels and content areas and is about creating an equity framework for teaching. It begins by taking us through African American literary societies. So it's part history, part a deep understanding of the culture of education, and then looking at specific curriculum, strategies, skills, ways of reaching all kids that cultivate genius. All of the authors that we're going to read this summer are coming onto our Facebook Live group to directly address your questions and connect with you. And I'm just so grateful to each one of them. The second book we're reading this year for middle and high school teachers is You Are No Longer in Trouble. This is a high school English teacher in Fairbanks, Alaska, Nicole Stellan O'Donnell, who has written her second book of poetry. This one is a combination, I love the recess swings. It's a combination of school and memoir, and it's woven together in this series of poems, all different kinds of forms and subjects. And one of the things that was my favorite in reading it, Excuses for the Principal, it runs throughout the book at separate different times, addressing different issues, but the principal in this case is her father. Nicole's also a Heinemann Fellow and a Fulbright Scholar, so I think you're gonna just be fascinated. I have read this more than once, and I'm just really excited to talk with her and introduce you to her. The third book we're reading this year, the nonfiction book, we always try to have at least two you can take directly into your classroom. What Made Maddie Run is the story of a runner, a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania. And this tragic story, she died that first year by suicide. And the truth about this story is that many kids are suffering with depression and anxiety. And Kate Fagan, the ESPN reporter who first wrote an article about Maddie's death and then went back to the families and with their support wrote a much more developed tale of how this happened and the forces, the pressures that are on teens today, particularly young girls. When this book came out in 2017, I had it as a book club choice with my seniors. And so many of them said that they had similar feelings of anxiety, that they had understood the struggle that she was in, and that it just helped to be able to discuss that with other kids and with teachers. So highly recommend this. I think you're going to get so much out of reading that book with colleagues. Lastly, we're going to read National Book Award finalist Randy Rabay's Patron Saints of Nothing. This is a young adult novel that takes place in the Philippines, and Randy is a 9th grade teacher in the San Francisco Bay Area. I am just so impressed that these teachers are writing while they're teaching, but this complex, kind of harrowing, just soul-searching book is a young man who is sent back there to the Philippines to be with his family, and he's trying to uncover what's happened to his cousin. So there's a plot that just like pulls you through the book as you're examining all these other things about culture and life and class and having to kind of wrestle with our own privilege. I think this book is a fabulous choice for student book clubs. It's on my syllabus for this fall, so I'm really excited to be able to dig into it a little bit with Randy. Now, when you join our book club, you go to Shopify, and we've set up a site where your books will be shipped directly to you with the swag, if you want things that have Book Love Foundation logos on them and help us spread the word of the foundation. Or you can order the books directly yourself and simply pay to join the group. And I just want to remind you that we have everyone volunteering their efforts this summer to bring hundreds and hundreds of teachers together from all over the world in a conversation that funds classroom libraries for your colleagues. We don't keep anything ever for the Book Love Foundation to run the programs. We simply beg people to help us do it for free. So I look so forward to talking with you all this summer, and happy reading.